special international guest to speak with you today. Ghazi Sheikh Ramli is a former senator and businessman in Malaysia. He's the founder and president of the Malaysian Association of Creativity and Innovation. He's on the board of trustees of the Malaysian Innovation Foundation, and he's personally known in Malaysia as an innovation evangelist. Here to share with you today on the topic Democratisation of Innovation, please make very welcome Ghazi Sheikh Ramli. Thank you.
That's correct. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Michael, for giving a very good introduction. And first of all, I'd like to thank the organizers for agreeing to invite me here. I feel very honored and humbled by this session, and thank you for coming. I was worried that nobody comes, that I've been talking alone. I've got a few Malaysians here, and I thank them for coming. Who has been to Malaysia? Put your hand, please. Oh, thank you. Good. I hope next year you'll come to us, visit more Malaysia. What we want to talk today is democratization of innovation. When the organizers wrote to me and say, hey, we give you 3 topics of choice, 1, 2, 3. The third one was democratization of innovation. I say, wow, I picked immediately, instantly, I picked the third one, this. Because as a former senator, I think I understood a little bit of democracy, getting to the people, to the grassroots, and getting their involvement and the rest of it. So I really would like to share a little bit of what I know, because we are talking about bringing the power of innovation to the people. I know Queensland, Australia has done a lot in this area. Surely by all this connection, by visiting Ideas Festival, we can learn from each other. We learn a lot from you with your Ideas Festival thing. And we would like to also bring the power of innovation to the people. But my great challenge in doing all this are really 2. Overcoming 2 major misconceptions. What are they? First is that creativity is the private domain of musicians, songwriters, composers, artists. At least this is a Malaysian scenario. Because the first thing you talk about innovation, creativity, you say, the singers, the musicians, the artists, the theatre people, the filmmakers, these are creative. Others are not creative. So now you see why we need to promote and go to the field and say, hey, let's understand creativity. The other problem is, hang on, I was a bit too fast, my hand is. So one is creativity is the private domain of musicians, songwriters, artists. Creativity, what is it? Just to share today, my own version, simplified version for Malaysians. We say, if you can think of new ideas, anything new, it can be from the old, it be some connection from the old A, B, and C, as long as you come up with X, which is new. As long as you come up with Y, which is new. Then we are creative. Second, the misconception is innovation is the exclusive territory of researchers, scientists, designers, inventors, and the rest of it. This is another problem. We say, hey, not all those PhD people or the research institute people are innovators. No, not necessarily so. It is not the domain of those people. These are the 2 misconceptions. The truth is, creativity and innovation is for all, everybody. I love to say this. It is for everybody from womb to tomb. From the time when you are inside your birth, inside the womb, before you are given birth, you are already being creative. You are being whispered with words of creativity in a sense. Am I right? Yeah. Now, until you go down the grave, and then we don't know what happens. So that's where the end of it. Yeah? And the rest I leave others to talk. The other evangelists will talk after the grave. So, for me at least, creativity and innovation has been a truly long journey. Why long? Because way back in 1999, I started Pusat Ilmu Isakia, that's in Malay, or Isakia Knowledge Center in my home village in Kedah, a northern state in Malaysia. This is the homestead of the last Prime Minister to Dr. Mahathir. Not only the homestead, where I was given birth to is a village in his parliamentary constituency. He was promoting ICT. I'm sure you've heard of multimedia super corridor before, ICT, information commercial technology. So one day I told Dr. Mahathir, sir, why don't we set up, you have done well with your multimedia super corridor. Big, huge, 50 by 75 kilometers area. Why don't we do in my village, which is your area, your parliamentary area, a micro MSc, and that happens. So that's, we call it the knowledge center. It is a center where people go there and get knowledge, as simple as that. Actually, I was inspired by a knowledge center that I visited in Sweden, to be frank with you. But they do other things. What I did was to adopt what they done and adapt it in my village. So that's the quick history. So you see all young kids in the kampong, in the villages, doing computers, because the truth before was they were learning just religious matters, now they learn computers. That's the whole view. This is really the beginning of democratization of innovation. We were going down there talking to people, start learning ICT, start observing, start doing things. And then I say, hey, then I realized, even in the villages, there are lots of things that they do are really results of creativity and innovation. It provide me the challenge. Now these people were not having high education. Forget about bachelor's degree, master's, doctorate, no, they were not. They're just simple paddy farmers. You know, when you eat rice, we grow rice in that village. That's all. And yet they can come out with products, things that help their life. Because the saying says, necessity is the mother of all inventions, right? Yeah. Okay. So I did a lot of research, went to friends from universities and thought, hey, let's do something. I got excited with all what I observed in the village. That's how it started. Now, my research focused mainly on indigenous innovation, which is in the rural village. But while you do all this, you must also look at the modern one. You must have a balance of the old and the new. This is what I did. Okay? Have you noticed, do you know that instrument? Do you know where is it made from? What is that made from? Good. Fantastic. And that's just symbolic. These are products from the village. Of course, you know what that is. Yes. What is that? Ah, suspense. External hard drive. One more?
Projector.
Sorry?
Projector.
Projector? Who said projector? Ah, very good. Have you seen one? Have you got one? Digital camera, he said. No, not digital camera. Have you got one?
One like that?
Yeah.
Not one like that.
I'll show you one. Would you like to see one? I should later. Okay. Now, in April 2008, through all my 9 years of research, then I just realized, I said, hey, Malaysia needs this. So what I did was, I wrote a book called Purple Beach. This book is really focusing, the message is practical creativity leading to innovation and problem solving. Why I say practical? Because I want to give comfort to the people that don't worry even if you don't have education. Even if you don't have your master's degree or bachelor's degree, whatever, you can still think and come up with innovative things. Practical, leading to what? Innovation. And problem solving. Why problem solving? I think we all face problems. The minute you're born, you're already faced with lots of problems. And you have to manage it. Am I right? Of course. It's the way you solve the problem. It's the way you find the solution is what makes the difference. So that's why this is a simple guide. I was lucky enough because I got the minister, Dr. Maximum Kili, Minister of Science, Technology, Innovation, to write the foreword to me. So it was a good recognition. I was very pleased. And he launched it last year in April 2008. And it is being used now for reaching out to the people through various programs on the ground. You notice here I use Purple Beach. Do you wonder why purple?